Hey everybody, how are you doing? I'm Rob.
Hi, I'm Caleb.
All right, so we're going to take a look at some of the stocks that did really well. It's been like a million years since I was live on Facebook. You probably wonder why you're even still on the Facebook page, but here we are anyway. We're going to do what Caleb and I are calling last call. We're going to just try this out. We're going to take a look at stocks that have been moving during the day, stocks and stuff that's going on toward the end of the day here, and see what might overnight continue to move, what has been moving, some of the mistakes that I made this morning, or some of the good trades that I did today as well. So we'll take a look at the charts. I'll get rid of this banner thing over here, and let's go. So the big, I don't know what you want to call it, like the big lesson in stocks the last few days is MRIN. They make software for, I don't know, they make software for selling stuff online. It seems like, I'm just saying, it just seems like a scam. It's not a scam. I'm not saying that it is a scam, but I am saying that it is a little bit ridiculous that this has moved as much as it has, and it seems like it's just not over yet. And if you check out the stats on stocks to trade, for example, it's got 10 million shares that are tradable, and it's got 229 million shares traded today. So just think about that for a second. 229 million shares traded, but there's only 10 million shares available. There's not enough of this to go around. I think if this breaks, even this late in the day, if this breaks the highs, you could get a last end of day kind of run here. You could even go from, $7.30 all the way up to $8. Of course, it would have been better to buy it on the dip a little bit earlier. But did you buy anything today, by the way?
No, I did not buy anything.
What was the one you were going to buy? Gray?
Yeah, I was thinking about Gray, and I didn't get in when I should have down in that first bounce.
Right. So Gray's another potential late day mover, but it's really now, it's a little bit late in the game. It has stayed pretty high. 20 million shares traded today. Let's check the float. You can see the float at the 11 million shares on the float. That refers to how many shares are tradable. So that is another one potentially. It's hard to figure out why this moved as much as it did. 3-month high on nearly 10 times average volume. I don't know. Once again, this just seems to me to be the kind of stock that gets diluted or gets... Let's see. No, nobody's even paying attention to this at all. It's not even, no research has even been done into this. What is this? What does this company even do? What do you do? Let's say Yahoo Finance. Grayberg Vision. That just sounds like the name of like a sitcom family, the Graybergs. Like that could be a show. A clinical stage biopharmaceutical company develops medicines for the treatment of diseases of the retina and optic nerve. All right. Well, I'm not seeing a ton of news about this, but it's for the amount of shares traded, it's a reasonably lowish float. This is the kind of stock that I feel like eventually, after a really, really big move, comes back down really hard. But it is seemingly in the early stage of maybe a multi-day run. So if it breaks above 665, you could have this run into tomorrow. And there's all kinds of things that worry me about this. But this thing broke out today and it just ran. Mm-hmm. It ran from $5.44 as high as $7.06. So that's one. I'm still short iSun. This is a stock that does pop up on the old dilution tracker. I think it's under recent new filings. I think it's in here. Am I just imagining this? No.
What's in there?
It's an at-the-money offering. So this is a company that has a tendency, when the stock goes up, to dilute its own stock, to sell more shares to the public. It's what AMC did. It's what any company would do, especially companies that are smaller and especially companies that need cash. And what will typically happen is it will then drop from there. And if there's enough demand for the stock, then it won't happen. And the trading volume is really low on this, but I did short it. I shorted probably shorted 1,000 shares of this. So there you go. This is just a trade review today. ATOS broke down below the lows of the pre-market and then ran just a bit. I got a piece of that. And then I thought I was shorting it again here, but I bought it. And I closed it out here. So I actually ended up making a bunch of money on that. Was my best of the day. And then here's KMPH, million shares traded today. It's down below the volume weighted average price. And I'm loving how that looks. Mm-hmm. I love the way that looks.
That's what we were looking for.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for this to fall. Let's see what it looks like on the daily chart. It looks like this does tend to jump and then drop badly every time. I would expect maybe more of the same here. It would be hard. It would be hard to justify or expect anything different. This is another stock that I think is under the recent filings section or the pending S1s. I don't remember. Let's see, KM. So it doesn't have really a big cash need. Overall risk of dilution is low, so we'll be careful here. I don't know how long I'll hold on to that for it, but it does tend to jump and then break down pretty badly. And it's had a bad day so far, and I like the thought that maybe that's set the tone for the rest of the week or the day or whatever. ALF is, I don't know, a recent favorite. This did break and close above the pre-market highs on the biggest Viagra candle ever seen. And now it's just dropping. At some point in time, you've got to imagine, you have to imagine that at some point in time, this comes back down. And this is the first red day in a while after a giant run up. 35 million shares traded. It's a low float stock, so 6 million shares. Like, it can run upward for a long time, but it got to $20. It got to 20. I'm not doing this yet, but I am strongly considering shorting this into the close, borrowing the shares and shorting this into the close. And I know that I'm going to get in trouble for this, so don't do anything that I do. Don't do things that I do. Definitely, please don't do anything at all. It's nice to see all of you. Rob Braddock says Viagra candle. I mean, it's like a really bullish candle. What else should we look at before we...
Let's see.
Oh, is Grayberg breaking down lower than the...
Yep.
It's not a super justifiable move so far, so this doesn't surprise me, and I would not be surprised to see this just run lower into the close. It would not shock me if that happened. I borrowed some shares. I have the shares ready to go. I have the shares. Now, I'm not gonna short. I think I borrowed 1,000 shares. I think. So a quick. You can't see what I'm doing here, folks, but I am. Wait, 500 shares and then $6.34. I got filled. Okay, I'm short Gray. I want to short ALF too. I know I shouldn't. I'm going to wait a little bit longer on that and see where we go from there. Anything else we should look at? Sorry to interrupt you.
I was looking at Bark because we were looking at those drops below the view app, and it's got a significant drop.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it failed to break out today, and then it did a little bit of bouncing around, but since then it's fallen pretty far.
Yeah, that's a stock that's in trouble. Something is definitely wrong there. Absolutely. So look at some of these names. Look at ATOS. Look at this. I don't know what to make of this bullish candle here. That is a very rare hanging bullish candle. That is a very rare occurrence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullish days in a row, and it's stopping at some old level. There's a lot of stuff I want to do that's against the rules. That it's hard for me to imagine this opening higher. tomorrow. Like, it's hard for me to imagine that. This looks like a stock that falls overnight. And did we not confirm that this is historical, has a high likelihood of diluting? It's got capacity. Oh, it's got low capacity. All right, so we'll give this one a break right now. I think this is going to run a little bit lower into the close. Gray is,
yeah.
I'm just saying. So we'll see. Wow, iSun was doing so well. Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep that one. There's no way I don't keep that one. Okay, anything else we should look at in here?
A lot of everything else is down. You know, it's already hit that VWAP and fallen well below that.
Yeah. So ALF looks weak. It's the first red day. This one in particular, like, I love the thought of, I don't love it for people who bought this stock, but I love the thought that this has room to drop overnight.
BT is making a late run today.
Late run on BT. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, that broke the highs of the day and kept going a bit. That's interesting. Okay, one more time on ALF. I think there's options on ALF as well. I'm not opposed to the idea that this needs to drop overnight. And tomorrow morning, what I would love to see is that this opens lower and then breaks down. And then my feeling is, like, this is at the top of my list for tomorrow to see, not to buy it, but if it opens lower tomorrow, then I'm a real fan of watching this get back down to some reasonable kind of level. I don't know what is so exciting about this company that makes it deserving of the move that it's had. It's been a long time since we looked at the currencies. But if you want to, folks, we could just take a quick look at some of the currencies. Been a long time. I'm looking for currencies that are on a recent breakout. There we go. Well, that's oil. That doesn't surprise me. That's the ES. That doesn't surprise me. I'm looking for for currencies that are on a recent breakout, and there's not a lot of it going on. Euro, Turkish lira, pound Australian. That looks like something ridiculous. Wow, the British pound had a interesting day a little bit ago. Still looking for something that's breaking out. It's been a while since I put a trade. You know, you could say the Turkish lira is seemingly breaking down pretty bad. That wouldn't surprise me. It's not really worth a lot. Dollar Swiss breaking higher. I think Switzerland's playing in that soccer match. Here we go. Dollar yen. Yeah, that's that's so close to a recent breakout. So yeah, above 111, it could be a multi-week run upward. That's the only one I found out of everything is dollar yen. Many of you know that's been a long time since we looked. Alex said, are you going to look at any currency pairs? So I like dollar yen, Alex. This is the one on the verge of what looks like it could be another multi-week run upward, but it's got to break 111 one more time. And then I'd be willing to give that a shot. Okay, gray is really moving. That's nice. I love that for us. Yeah. I don't know why this ran in the first place. It doesn't make any sense to me.
But this is exactly what we were looking for.
This is exactly what we've been talking about. So Caleb and I read Tim Bowen from Stocks to Trade's ebook, and we've been looking at late day breakdowns through the volume weighted average price. And I guess the only thing I wish I'd done is maybe traded the full positions. Well, I don't know. You never make a mistake by reducing your trade size. And then iSun seems to be moving in the wrong direction. Mm-hmm. That's fine. I could take a $10 loss on iSun right now and just not have it sitting in my account overnight. It's probably a good idea. I still got 30 minutes. I don't have to do anything about that right now. It's nice to see you all. Great to have you along for the ride. Thanks, Caleb, for watching the stocks with me.
Yeah.
I think we're looking for Gray to hit. Where are we looking? Gray didn't make it into the Oracle scan, did it?
Today.
No, it didn't make it into.
I didn't pull it off. We didn't pull it off.
So we could look at the mobile version of stocks to trade and see where the next levels on gray could be. I love stocks to trade, folks. I don't make any money for telling you that. They don't pay me anything to say that. I just love the platform. The next levels lower on gray is $5.99. It'll probably hit $6 before the close. That's a totally reasonable target for it to hit before the close. That's all like down here at these previous lows. That seems absolutely reasonable. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll do this every day for a few days.
Yeah, I don't mind.
All right, we'll see you
I
later.
have another job to get to.
We'll see you later, everybody. Bye for now.